What up, what up? Say so, G. Document the top document of the video. So the title of this video is going to be Pretty Privilege is Real. So admin notes, thanks again to all the subscribe to the channel. I endeavor to keep pushing the video out, give you leverage, do better yourselves. So let's get into it. So pretty privilege is real. So I've seen this happen numerous times in my life. The earliest I think I've seen this, well actually I'm pretty sure the earliest I've seen this was with my mom. Now my mom is a very fair-skinned woman. For folks that would, attribute this to the black folks, she's very light-skinned, right? Very light-skinned, has freckles, has beautiful hair. She's mixed, right? So in the black community, a lot of times when a black person is mixed, this is just one of the things that I've seen plenty of times in the black community. A lot of times, a lot of folks will gravitate to that person because they have certain features that maybe are sought after when it comes to, other black folks, especially with black women. So I'm not saying this, to cause or to have any disrespect towards black women, but that's really what it is, And my mom, like I said, she was a very beautiful woman. She still is, right? She's still alive, and she got preferential treatment when it came to a lot of things in life. She really did. And like I said, I saw this firsthand when I was growing up, and I didn't understand what was going on when it was happening when I was younger, obviously, because I didn't understand how relationships worked, how men view women. But once I got older, and I'm going to the store with my mom, I'm taking her out and everything, and I'm sitting here like she really has a lot of guys trying to break their neck to offer help to her and all these other things, right? So women that are very beautiful and very pretty, they can really make it through life without really doing anything. As long as they find the right man, literally their life is pretty much set. My wife, same thing, right? Now, I'm not saying that she is totally out of the world blessed because she married me, but I do take care of her. I'm not gonna front about that, right? And I'm definitely wasn't gonna marry anybody that I didn't love or think that wasn't attractive. But my wife, same thing, fair skin, freckles. I'm not saying that, those features are things that make women beautiful. I'm just saying that, that from an aesthetic perspective, a lot of times men will gravitate to that. And I don't know, man, it's not a crazy concept, but I really think that a lot of times, especially in the black community, a lot of times women don't want to admit this, they don't want to acknowledge this, but it's a real thing. You know what I'm saying? If a black woman is watching this video right now, they want to put this to the test, or maybe this already has been tested and they just didn't realize it's being tested. Let's say that you went out somewhere with a group of women. Let's say it was you and 6 other women, so it's 7 of y'all. Y'all go to a public place, it doesn't matter what it is. Could be a concert, could be a grocery store, could be a coffee shop, could be anywhere. And let's say, a couple of guys come up to you guys and, just start conversation, nothing crazy, nothing out the ordinary. And, and watch how the men interact with each woman. And I guarantee you, the woman that the guys think that is the prettiest, they're gonna immediately gravitate to that woman first. Excuse me. And that's in anything that you do. When it comes to you actually going out and actually and interacting with people. And a lot of women, like I said, they won't admit to this, but it's really a real thing. Now, if that woman that is the prettiest out of the group, if she has the attitude, if she is standoffish, all these other things, then guys will pick up on that and they'll stop and they'll move on to the next prettiest. See, men will rank women based off of looks because looks is very important to men. And, and the fact of the matter is that, if you're pretty enough, you can literally finesse a guy out of anything that you want in life. Men can't do that, you know what I'm saying? But women can do this all day long, all day strong. And it's not a hard thing to do. It really isn't. So, based off that scenario, then, you know, you can kind of like put yourself in the categories for it's like, you know, how pretty that you are deemed based off of society. Now, I do understand that a lot of women out here that say that my self-worth is not based off of my looks, it's not based off of how anybody thinks how I look. That's fine too. If you wanna put yourself in a situation to where you're a 10 and you think you're a 10, then by all means, you know, it's a country that well, in America anyway, you know, it's a country you can pretty much think however you want about yourself. You can put yourself in any kind of category. It does not matter. But you're gonna be for a rude awakening if you put yourself too high on that scale, and you know society doesn't look at you that way, right? You're gonna be instant disappointment, because women, of course, is driven by emotions, and once you realize that you're not as high up in that status you think you are, it's gonna be some depression coming. There's gonna be some self-esteem blows, and some other things you might not want to happen to you. So I'm not saying for you to intentionally categorize yourself. All I'm saying is that, you know, women should understand that based off of your looks is really how you're gonna be treated in the space. It's an unfair thing. It really is, but that's how men move. It's just facts. I mean, I don't understand. I don't really know how another way to say this, but that's really what it boils down to. Now, I will say that as guys get older, I'm not saying the looks it's still not important, but you know, but it's kind of dumbed down to a little bit to a certain degree, if you know what I mean. Especially if a man that, you know, that's married, has a family, you know, it's like, you know, we see beautiful women all the time. Like myself, I'm walking through DC right now. There's beautiful women all over the place. That don't faze me, you know, right? I may, you know, take a second look and say, oh, this woman is very pretty, but you know, is her looks going to make me act a certain way anymore? No, not at all. It really didn't happen that way either when I was younger and when I was single. Because, I mean, I've always put myself in a situation where I really didn't want a woman to have anything up on me. That's just the way I've always been. So even if the woman was extremely beautiful, like, I'm not saying I was prettier than her. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is that I wasn't going to let a beautiful woman bamboozle me out of my position. I wasn't going to let a beautiful woman, you know, tell me some BS and then beat me out of my money, beat me out of my time, beat me out of my mind. I was never about that at all. You know what I'm saying? I'll smash all day long, but you're not going to sit here and manipulate me and rule me. And a lot of guys will subject themselves to a beautiful woman and will tolerate BS all day long from a woman that's very beautiful, versus a woman that he may be smashing and he don't think that she don't look all that great, but she's good enough for him to smash, but she's not good enough for him to put her in a relationship status. And he's not going to tolerate a lot of things that he would tolerate from a beautiful woman. Once again, women know this, but I think a lot of times women don't want to acknowledge this. And I think the earlier in life that women acknowledge this, the better off they'll be, and the better the better position they'll put themselves in when it comes to them making sure their self-esteem doesn't take a serious blow. Case in point, you know, a woman that grows up and for as long as she can remember, she's obese. You know, she's on the hefty side. No disrespect. I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of black women in the black community that are like this. They just grow up and they don't remember themselves being small. I don't care how pretty you are in the face. I'm not saying this to be disrespectful. I'm just saying, like, I don't care how pretty you are in the face. There is a universal aesthetic when it comes to how women are looked at when it comes to beauty. And I've seen plenty of black women that are large and are extremely gorgeous in the face, but they're over 200 pounds. And you're going to be you are not going to be treated the same way that a woman that's 130 pounds that is not as pretty in the face as you are. Think about this now. A woman that is smaller, that is not as attractive in the face as you, will still get treated a lot better than you will. I don't know, man. I know this may be a touchy topic to women, but it's a real thing. You know what I'm saying? It really is. And I just wanted to speak on it. Just wanted to bring some awareness to it. I got a couple other topics I think that I'm going to talk about when it comes to women as well. I think this is going to be a time where I actually start putting more content out there to help women out. Men too, obviously, because this is a channel to help black men. But I think I'm gonna help my black queen out a lot more as well. And there's gonna be some hard truths is gonna be placed on this channel. So get ready, buckle your seatbelts, because it's all out of love. You know what I'm saying? It's not from hate at all. It's from me trying to help you to better yourself. So, like I said, pretty privilege is real. It really is. And women that are extremely beautiful, they have been in a space in their lives where they don't realize this. Pretty privilege don't recognize when it's pretty privilege, you know what I'm saying? Because they're used to getting things that they want their whole life. Versus you have women that have struggled to get what they want in life. And that's because from a universal aesthetic standpoint, they don't look as great as what a beautiful woman does. So don't bring your self-esteem down, but understand where you are in the scale of things. And if you feel like that you're not at that position, then then do something about it. Go out there and work out. Put makeup on. Do whatever you can to make yourself feel better. Because women are ruled by emotions. So when you put yourself in a space where you feel confident about yourself, then actually that will actually help you get more dates and be seen by guys. Versus you putting yourself in a situation to where you feel like that you just can't get what you want. Because now I get in that another video, you know what I'm saying? Because the power of coochie is it's crazy. Anyways, if you want me to discuss the topic such you think the benefits to the channel, email me at findingfitnessfolk@gmail.com. My email address is in the description below. Say so G, signing out. I'm gone.